tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ohio State's offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be...
Right down the middle! And he'll race it to the house! Touchdown, Buckeyes! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. So Kentucky's offense will get the ball for the first time. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is in the air. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season.
It's a running room. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Give him 88 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's Peoples. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. It's complete to the right. There to
happens is that alone, just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Here's a heat. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. To throw, it's Barrett. Oh, they're after him! And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He uncorks one deep. And he's got it inside the 35. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained. And they are entertained right now.
Yeah, when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop them.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try to run it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's second and long. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those who... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Fighting off the defender. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Barrett. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Turning it on! Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Handoff to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Fresno State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Bulldogs all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 16 over Boise State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Back to throw, it's Barrett. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Fires one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to... Oh, he's got some space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground with the counter. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Fires it. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense cashing it in on that drive. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list. There's so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Barrett. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to let it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're...
And the defense, Dave, got him at the 27.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Rodriguez.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Barrett. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
College football becomes more and more every year. More nickel, more dime packages, more speed on the field. So no matter what you do, I got a guy that can go chase down your quarterback in any situation. And you can see it right there. DB came flying in there, gets the first sack of the game.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And as we get ready to start the fourth quarter, they'll open with a field goal attempt. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking downfield at St. Clair. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion, trying to get the corner on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Rushes on him. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Dead center perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns here, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back on the option, the give. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Back to pass, it's right. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. from the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. One more play to pad the stats. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Ohio State.
On the set. 29 Philly. 2-9.
Looking downfield on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find